A lot of RV manufacturers these days are either installing these Furrion backup cameras or at least an installation kit to install them after the sale. Now this is a performance review of the observation backup camera. I've done another video for the installation. Now if you go to any of the RV forums about Furrion cameras, you'll find that there's a lot of criticism that other RV owners have after installing them. The chief complaint is as they're driving down the road, the camera loses signal. Well, in reality, there are actually two different versions of this camera. There is a backup camera and an observation backup camera. Now, since the observation backup camera costs a little bit more, if the factory or a RV dealer installed the camera for you, chances are they will be installing the cheaper backup camera. Now the differences in the two cameras, as I've explained in the installation video, is that the observation backup camera is about twice as powerful, and it is actually intended for backup and observation while driving down the road, wherein the backup camera itself is only designed for backup use. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing the camera to be installed either as a complete new installation, or if you're going to take advantage of the pre-installation that your RV manufacturer did if you have an RV that does have the bracket on it already. So basically the rest of this video is going to be just an example or a demonstration of the camera in use while you're driving down the road. And you will see that for the observation backup camera at least, there is no loss of signal. I can only verify the performance of the observation backup camera because I do not have the backup only camera. But if you go to any of the RV forums, you'll see plenty of evidence that the backup camera does not work well as you're traveling down the road.
And just so you know that I'm not doing something I shouldn't be doing while I'm recording the performance of the Furrion observation camera, I have my small Sony Handycam lashed down to my armrest, pointing at the monitor so that I'm not having to hold the camera or anything like that, so I can drive both hands on the wheel, eyes forward. This is an operational test of the Furrion observation backup camera, and we're doing about 60 miles an hour here. And if you look there, you can see that we've got 2 bars on the signal strength. Now it's kind of funny when you were going slower, when you're going around 30 miles an hour or so, we have 4 bars, but for some reason once we get on the highway we go down to 2 bars, and sometimes 4, but mostly 2, which is kind of funny. I'm not really sure why. I mean, you know, electromagnetic energy travels at the speed of light, so it's not like it can't keep up with a truck. So I don't know if it's just interference or maybe noise from just all the things running and such, or why. But since this is more powerful than the backup only, I can see where if you lose signal strength, the backup only camera is not going to work. So this is backup observation. It's actually about double of the signal strength of the backup only camera, and that's why it's working. So it's really been pretty flawless. I've got a 30-foot RV here, 30-foot fifth wheel, and of course it's on the back of it. And so we're probably 45, 50 foot maybe between the back end of the fifth wheel and the receiver. I recommend if you're going to go with the Furrion, then you're going to want to get the observation backup camera, the observation / backup camera rather than the backup camera only. And it's going to cost you maybe 50 bucks more, but you know, if you're spending almost $300 anyway and get something that doesn't work for you when you need it or when you want it, then I guess it's $50 well spent. The contrast could be a little bit better, but it's actually not too bad. It's better than a Jensen monitor that I had in my motorhome. And so you can make some adjustments. You can adjust contrast and the brightness, so I perhaps could do some of that. But all in all, the angle is fine. I could tilt the angle up and down a little bit on the camera. I have it about midway, so if you tilt it down, of course, you're going to see more of the back end. If you tilt it up, you're going to see more of the road down. And on those hash marks, the farthest one away in the green, it looks to be about 20 feet away. So, okay, that's it.